Alright guys, so this is the Nanlite FS300B, and this would have to be the best budget bicarb light for lighting big spaces with ease. I'll show you exactly why. How's it going guys? My name is Andrew Murphy from Down Under in Gold Coast, Australia. And if you are new here, welcome. Consider subscribing to the channel. I make videos on filmmaking equipment and reviews, tutorials, how to make you make better films. So if that's something you're into, yeah, consider subscribing. Alright, so firstly, you may be a little bit confused because you've probably seen me using a 300 watt bicarb light from Nanlite on a ton of my videos before. So that is the Forza 300B, whereas this is the FS300B. Confused? Let me explain. So the FS range from Nanlite is a budget-friendly option that removes some of the additional features that some people may not need, like if you're basically going to be using this in a studio or permanently mounting it somewhere. The FS range is an all-in-one unit with a built-in power supply, no DMX control, and no protective badge. So this makes the FS range more affordable while still giving maximum output as well. Oh, by the way, this is just a spare Forza 60 bag that I had, and I just kind of like it's actually for my FS 150. FS 300 has arrived, so I've chucked in there. It fits in here with the power cable, but not the reflector. So kind of handy if you have a spare bag laying around. Now the B on the end of the 300 refers to the fact that this light is now bicolored, which means that you can change the color temperature anywhere from 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin in 100 Kelvin increments. And this is a huge deal. Like, I try to use bicarb lights as much as humanly possible because it saves so much time basically having to work with gels. And you'll also notice on the end there is this little sticker here, this little yellow sticker. This basically means that it is a bicolored fixture. So for some reason, if you can only see the end of it, if it has a yellow one, it is bicolored. If it doesn't, it means that it's daylight. It has a CRI of 96 and a TLCI of 97, which is slightly less than the Forza 300B, but it still performs great and renders skin tones accurately. The FS300B has a 350 watt maximum output, which is enough to overpower the sun in, say, like an interview setup when you're shooting indoors, but it will also allow you to light larger spaces with this light at the same time. Alright, so let's get into some examples so I can just show you, like, I guess, like how useful this light actually is. Now, firstly, these are all shot at night time. I did this so I had maximum control over the lighting in my scene, and all of them only have one light source, and that is the FS300B. So the first setup I just used are the included reflector dish that you get in the kit, and I've placed the light outside about 6 meters away from myself, and by placing the light at a distance, it already makes the light look more natural simply because it has to pass through other elements in the scene, just like natural sunlight would have to. And again, because this is a bicolored fixture, we can change the color temperature. So we can go from a scene that looks like this, something like a golden hour, morning or afternoon light, to basically this, which would be like, I guess, like a nighttime light, literally within a few seconds. And for me, this is the biggest benefit. Like, being able to go from something that looks like this to something that looks like this within seconds is just so handy, especially if you work by yourself with a small team. Like, having to work with gels and do all that stuff, like, it just takes so much time. Whereas having this control just makes your creativity and makes the options endless without having to think much at all. And one thing you'll also notice is the different chip design on the FS300B. So this is the FS150, which is similar to the FS300. It has this kind of like spread out chip design, whereas you can see on the FS300B, it has this more condensed chip design. That is because this is a CSP chip, not a COB chip. And you'll notice that it's very similar to the Forza 300B chip on there. So I guess you'll get it won't be as soft as, say, the FS300 straight off the chip itself, but you will get amazing control just like on the Forza 300B. Right, now in terms of fan noise, there's two different modes we can do. So obviously we have fan on and fan off with the FS300B. So this is currently with the fan off, and we have leveled it to, I guess, me talking, and the mic is on top of the camera, and it is currently 1 meter away from the light itself. Now with the fan off, you will be limited to 25% of the output, but obviously you have zero noise. And then if we have fan on, this is what it will sound like with the fan on, and you will get access to 100% of the power. Right, now let's remove that reflector dish and add the 120 centimeter parabolic softbox from Nanlite. And this is the exact same scene, but this is what it now looks like. And again, we're just using a single light source placed outside the scene. And again, because bicolored, We can make it golden hour, we can make it nighttime, we can make it daytime. Like you can just basically change the scene instantly by just changing the color temperature on the light itself. Now the FS300B has a full-size Bowens mount, which means that you can use it with the new projector light from Nanlite. And this thing is a freaking beast. It also weighs a freaking ton. But if you want to find out any more about this, I'll leave a link up here where I kind of go through the different things that you can do with it. But essentially, again, we can take that FS300B and create a completely different lighting setup simply by adding a different modifier. The FS300B has an umbrella mount on the side, so if you're wanting to keep your, modifier footprint smaller, you can use it with umbrellas. It can be controlled via the panel on the back, via our 2.4 GHz with the Nanlink transmitter, or also via Bluetooth with the Nanlink app as well. It also has these standard 12 built-in practical effects that most of the Nanlite products use as well, but it will also include that CCT loop effect because it is bicolored. It has a full-size USB port for upgrading the firmware, and one thing you'll also notice is this fuse base. So again, because the FS300B is an all-in-one design, say if there's a power surge or something and you pop that fuse, basically that'll protect the light and all the components of it. So if you do need to change that, Nanlite has also included a spare in the box, so we just need to unscrew that, pop it out, and then you're ready to go. All right, so now who do I think this light is for? So if you don't mind, the lack of battery options, having DMX control, no soft case, and being an all-in-one design, this light honestly will absolutely blow your socks off, and it will allow you to start lighting larger spaces with ease. But at the same time, if you're someone who needs that ballast head design, or you need DMX control, or you need V-Lock powering options, then this light probably isn't for you. The Forza 300B would be a better option. So I'll leave a link up here to my full review of that, because I've been using that for ages now and I absolutely love that because it has, that battery powering option, but it's also a lot more expensive as well. So basically you have, just weigh it up whether you want to have a cheaper light that can do a lot of the stuff, or a more expensive light that has a bit more versatility. But whichever way you go, 300 watts of power and being a bicolored fixture just allow you to do so much with your lighting and be creative in your scenes. And as for price, this is it here, and you will notice that the FS range is slightly cheaper from the Forza range. Again, you're just getting less features in this, or it's just, it's just a different kind of light compared to the Forza lights. But anyway guys, if you did enjoy this one, then consider liking and subscribing to the channel. If you want to find out any more about the FS300B, I'll leave some links down below. Otherwise, stay creative and just be you. Have fun.